Get out the tab that has all the teams there, the standings, some call it.
I've got it open.
It's time now for Reverse AFC Power Rankings, powered by Empire Electric, your residential neighborhood electrician. Visit empireelectricians.com. On the official sheet, I have us having not done this since 2 weeks ago today. Did we not do this last week?
I don't.
May 9th is the last recorded edition.
That's the official record, then that's when we did it.
There's no way we would have done this without
absolutely not
writing the names on this sheet.
There's not, and it's a sheet of paper with only like 2 versions of this on it, if I see correctly, right? Like you've had
this one, yeah.
2 weeks, yeah. So we would not have started a new sheet. You would not have started a new sheet. That one, so yeah, we definitely didn't do it last week.
From the vertical tabs to the incongruous chair arrangements to the slightly off-center listing of the power rankings. I need help.
I don't need to see the sheet.
I need help. Reverse AFC Power Rankings. I thought we did one post-schedule, but I guess not. Well, this is post-schedule. 16.
I still want to punish Pittsburgh for just having their thumb sticking out on the side of the road hoping Aaron Rodgers drives by.
I enjoyed our conversation with Andrew Filipponi yesterday, as I always do, on the Steelers. And it comes down to motives, like it often does in sports. It comes down to motives. They want to hang around. And that's what the Aaron Rodgers thing is. And they'll probably be able to do that with him. Is it worth anything to their fans? Most of their fans, anyway? Probably not. But as they would see it, it's probably better than being terrible. So, I mean, not that this needs to be explained. It's obvious what their motive would be. And I still think, no matter what you think of him or that kind of motivation, they're still not the Browns. So I'll go Cleveland.
I'll go Cleveland as well.
Fair.
I think it's fair.
I admittedly, I'm punishing a team that I have usually defended continuing, because you've been more like I am right now with them in other years even. I want plural there, and I'm always sticking up my hand going, they're going to go 9-8 at worst. Like, why? They can't be this low.
It's close.
Or high, excuse me.
It's close.
But anyway.
I might still rather be the Browns. But, I feel like that's strained, a little bit strained. I mean, to say you'd rather be the Browns over anybody is, all right.
Right.
Why?
On top of everything else they've had going on, now it looks like maybe they're spoiling for a fight about a stadium with the mayor or something. Like,
good timing.
Like, what in the world are you doing? Like, no one. You have really taken your fans. You've put your fans through the ringer here. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So Browns 15.
15.
By law, I guess I have to say with the Steelers. So you guys can
I'll agree.
Agree? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Maybe the bottom drops out.
Yeah, maybe. I think I can legitimately say, I don't know that I would rather be the Jets. No, I would. They're clear of Aaron Rodgers.
What is the worst Steelers team of the last 50 years? What was the worst Steelers team's record of the last 50 years? Were they maybe 5-11 once?
I don't know. What were they when they picked? They were picking 11th, I think, when they picked Ben in 2004. I have no idea if that was their own pick or if they traded up.
2003, they were 6-10.
Okay,
6-10 in '99, 5-11 in '88, like the end of Chuck Noll, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. 5-11 is the answer. The last 50 years. Pre-merger, they were always terrible. And then
Chuck
that
Noll
draft, Chuck Noll.
Right.
Wow. Pretty good streak.
Yeah.
Or half century. 14. Pretty good half century.
I guess I'll get to the Jets here. I just think it's going to be a while. I don't have... it's fine to be bullish on Aaron Glenn and starting over and, culture. I mean, we went through that here with McDermott, and maybe the Jets have their McDermott and Aaron Glenn. I'm open-minded to that. But Justin Fields, no.
They'll only know if they have their McDermott if they get their Allen.
Right. And they definitely do not have their Allen.
He's not going to be there 9 years.
Right. They have their Justin Fields right now, which
I am eager to see it. Fields, it's the fantasy player in me, but Fields can really go. Like if he's able to process, somehow he gets a different voice in his head and it clicks for him, and he's able to fit in his running with like some just more efficient passing, then I think it could get interesting. But that's a big if.
That is a huge if. That is the hardest thing I think to get. Is that. I think Lossman might have been this. Like a lot of talent, big arm, could move. Yeah. Decent athletically, even maybe better than decent, above average certainly athletically. But I just don't think you could see it. And I think we've seen enough of Fields at this point. It would really surprise me, even shock me, if he suddenly figured out how to read it. So I think without that piece, he's always going to be capable of making incredible plays, because when he does see it, or when it just falls into place, when it's just easy, he can make the big throw, and he certainly can move, but I just don't think he's going to see it enough. So
just to quickly add, I think the most interesting scenario there would be the Jets having the Giants season when Daboll showed up. And they made the playoffs, and then okay, well, are they actually good? No, but they paid Jones off of that, and they would come to regret it. And most people said it was a bad idea, but they had the pressure of the timing. They made the playoffs, and they won in Minnesota with Jones and got blown out, I think, in Philadelphia. And they're like, all right, well, I guess this is a Fitzpatrick kind of situation. I guess this is our quarterback. And I think if the Jets have enough talent where they could have like a 10-7. If he's just not the worst, and then what? I think it's a 2-year deal, but maybe he ends up getting a long-term thing and sort of having a career that way. Big if again. 13. Titans.
Sure.
What have they done?
I'm fine there. The number 1 overall pick, that can be a big swing. But even if it feels to me like that's, I don't think this guy's tracking Cam Ward like, say, Jaden Daniels last year. Like, he shows up and just, transforms the organization. Maybe. But
maybe.
I don't think he's quite that. He's not that athlete. You can be optimistic about him, but expect, the rookie curve a little bit more than you had with a guy like Daniels last year. So
you think the thing, though, is Daniels, man, I guess I'm not quite as keen on how they did it, how he did it. But it wasn't like you looked at Washington and saw great surrounding talent. It wasn't the Bears. It wasn't It was Terry McLaurin, Brian Robinson, Eckler, Zach Ertz. Really just mid when it came to weapons, and they were 5th in the league in points, more than the Eagles last year. I mean, he must have been really good. I only saw him a few times. He just must have been really good, Daniels. Who scored more? Detroit, Tampa, Buffalo, Baltimore. 5th in the league in points, Washington. 12.
Colts for me.
I'll also go Colts.
Fine. So far, this list is identical to 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah?
11.
Bills.
You wanted,
Sorry.
We got to have it come out a little bit different.
I'm just after the
Chargers.
clicks. I'm just after the clicks, people. Chiefs. Just trying
Radio show in Buffalo.
Trying to upset
says Kansas City's the AFC's 11th best team. That would be great.
Yeah. They got picked up by what? I don't even know. Awful announcing or something. That would be.
All we need is Brandon Bean to call in.
Right.
Then everybody would know. 11. New England? No. Miami.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's also the same. 10.
Wow.
New England, Vegas.
Sure.
Jacksonville.
I'll say Vegas.
Me too.
Bad news on Wilkins today, I saw. He's having trouble coming back from a foot injury, I think it was. And that's man. When he was right in Miami, he was right up there with.
He was a problem.
Yeah, he was a real problem. He was like Quinnen Williams in New York. Like that's just same draft. Is that Oliver and Quinnen Williams? Like the AFC East got these tackles that same year. Was Barmore in New England that same year too? I can't remember. Anyway, he's had blood clot issues too, Barmore. But I think that's tracking positively. This thing with Wilkins doesn't sound good. Anyway, fine. Raiders
9.
Houston.
Ooh. Jacksonville better than Houston? No, not for me. New England for me.
Yeah, I think I'll go New England too. Yeah.
I mean, let's see first, maybe. Let's just see.
Yeah.
How do they start? I've got it. Home to the Raiders, at the Dolphins, home to the Steelers, home to Carolina, then here, then at New Orleans, then at Tennessee, then home to Cleveland. What the heck? Listen to that. That's the Patriots' first 8 games.
That sounds like 6-2.
Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns.
Are there any UFL teams on their schedule?
Atlanta, Tampa, Jets.
Yes.
They haven't even played the Jets yet. Cincinnati, Giants, Bills, Baltimore, Jets, Dolphins. Yeah, that could be 10 wins. All right. 8.
I will go Houston here. I think I'm going to stick with I like Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr., 2 receivers and a quarterback who hasn't really broken through all the way yet, do not necessarily make for a great team. And they don't have to be great. They're just, I like them a little better than Houston right now.
I got to say, I guess Houston's the vote, but Jacksonville, 6 games worse, and I can't put them as better than Houston, but you guys did. That's got to be a lot on Hunter and the new coach, who you consider to be weird.
But I'm coming around.
You're coming around. As he stops talking. He
stops going Duval and starts talking.
You got to do the eyebrow raise.
And starts talking about the offense running through Brian Thomas Jr. I think, okay, maybe this guy's maybe going to be all right over there.
Bashal Tootin. 7, Jacksonville. 7?
Yes, fine. Are we still chalky from 2 weeks ago, or did that change?
That's a little different in the last 4.
Okay.
But same 4 teams, different order. 7 through 10. That's a tier right there. 6, LAC.
Sure. Come on, Justin Herbert.
Right.
Right, like 2 years ago, what was it? Yeah, Devontae Adams went to the Raiders, and the Chargers have got Herbert, and that division, they're going to eat each other because Herbert's on this tier with all the other good young quarterbacks in the AFC. Nope, just has not happened yet.
That game at the Raiders, the season finale, where if it had been a tie, they would both make the playoffs, and it was so close to happening. And the Raiders broke off one run. The Chargers were one run away from the most interesting outcome ever. Having that happen, the tie gets them both in, and they couldn't stop Josh Jacobs on that one run. They lose. That's very Chargers. 5.
Cincinnati.
Yep.
All right.
4, Denver.
Denver, yeah.
Oh, congrats to Denver. 4.
Were you just talking earlier today that you like them more than the Chargers?
I do.
You were talking to Sam, I think you brought that up.
I do. I'm not sure I'm right. It might come from fantasy, and Sam made the right point to me, which was like it's very different, and I know it is, but talking about them on the FFPC podcast, like I'm just out on all the Chargers. I'm out on Omarion Hampton as like a 5th-round pick in fantasy. I'm out on... Even McConkey seems rich in the 2nd round. They said to me, like, consider Rashee Rice, who goes like late 3rd. over even a guy like McConkey, and I think that's the right point. Rice is cheap right now. He's going to go up. 3. Chiefs.
Kansas City.
2.
You guys beat me to it. I thought I was going to be cheeky saying Chiefs. I wasn't sure what the pecking order has been recently.
I think we got a break here, but I think the talking about the echo chamber and how a lot of guys sound the same, sort of the group think New England good, Miami bad. I feel like the Chiefs, there's sort of a down. It's a down moment. Like off-season moves don't like them. The Super Bowl was ugly. We had suspension and injury stuff with Rice and Worthy, different ways, different guys for a minute. That's kind of all gone away, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It sounds sort of like maybe we're bored. I think the Chiefs thing seems like it's in a lull right now.
When did we talk to Alex Gold? Was that earlier this week? Or was that last week?
Week on the schedule?
Like left tackle is still a question.
He said 5 different left tackles in the 5 Super Bowls.
Right.
That's interesting. Also, it's 5 Super Bowls?
Right.
2.
With 5 different left tackles, so who cares? Maybe how concerned should you be? They find a way.
Apparently now there's proof that isn't an important position.
Right.
2, who wants to say it?
Buffalo.
Yeah, me too. I gotta agree. Baltimore won. Baltimore continuing to win the spreadsheets. Please go out of your way if you must and just click on the thumbs up. Do we have the thumbs up? We do. Yeah, all right. Please click the like button.
Yeah.
It helps to grow. I believe it helps to grow the program.
Does it tell
the algorithms like it when you get more likes?
Does it reveal the identity of the person clicking the like?
Not on YouTube.
Okay, I'm going to click it then.